Hello everyone, and in this video I'm going to give you a quick little follow-up on how I went with cutting weight and what I ate on comp day. You also get to watch my very first BJJ competition match. I did exactly what I said in the very first video, but you may have noticed that I had to shave off my beard to make weight. No, only kidding. So on comp day, I had my regular breakfast, nothing changed. I didn't want to change too much, so I just had my regular breakfast. My breakfast is actually 3 eggs, microwaved with some oats and some milk. I know that must sound very weird, but that is my breakfast and I love it. So I brought a couple of apples that are already chopped up so I can just grab them and eat them. I also brought a bag of lollies as well. This was to get that sort of fast release carbohydrates that are needed in the match. So I would eat those probably about 30 to 20 minutes before I stood on the mats and between as well. So I felt pretty good. Obviously I was a little bit nervous, but once I was stood on the mats and I started to move around, all those sort of nerves kind of leave. But also, what else left was all these memories of jiu-jitsu. I completely blanked. I thought, what is an armbar? How do I get into side control? It just left me, it was gone. But what I realized was that everything that I was doing was already imprinted, and it highlights the importance of repeating just the basics so much. Because when you're in a match like that, or when you're sparring, you don't really have time to think. You don't go, okay, step 1, I've got to get this guy's arm. You know, it becomes a natural instinct to move in that manner. So it helped me in one way, but it also put me in a couple of bad positions as well. In the first match, I was pretty happy with how I went. I followed my professor's advice, and he said to me, to not try and control the fight too much, but let things flow and don't exhaust your energy too early. So at the beginning of the fight, you'll notice that I wasn't actually doing anything. I was just stopping him from tripping me over or flipping me. You would also see he couldn't move me at all. So it kind of worked in my favor as I am very low center of gravity. Once I noticed him get off balance, then I went for my own trip and I ended up taking him down and getting to side control. After I got side control, I went for mount, and I should have went for mount because as soon as I did that, he grabbed my leg. I knew I did something wrong and I quickly adjusted. I pushed his head down to sort of sit on him a bit, give him some pressure. That's another positive thing, that my pressure was very good, I felt. I didn't allow him any sort of time to relax or calm. I wanted to apply pressure as much as I could. did work in my favor. I ended up getting full mount, but unfortunately, he was able to sweep me. And I feel like once I got my my hand under the collar, my weight was center of him, and I should have, I believe, maybe shifted my weight to the right side of his shoulder, and that way it would have made it very difficult for him to flip me over. But once he did, I already had that there, and it was just for me to place my hand right over his shoulder and then apply the cross collar choke. To me, it actually didn't feel like I had it on too well. My left hand was very deep. I already had it on there. I did not let go. And I felt my right hand slip a little bit as I was applying the choke, but instantly grabbed his gi. So I'm very pleased with my first match. I was happy with how I conducted myself. There was a few things that I know I can improve on, and obviously very happy to get the final result. In the second match, I was happy with how I was able to take him down. He is a very skilled jiu-jitsu competitor. I've seen him fight in previous tournaments, and I remember saying to my friends, he's very skilled, he's very good. And when I saw him now, I was like, fuck. But I didn't let that sort of get to me. I was aware that he was skilled, and I played it very carefully. So when I went for the single leg, once I took him down, I tried to get into side control, but I was unable to push his arm down because I wanted my right leg pin his left arm onto the mats. But he was able to push away and keep turning, and instantly I knew what he was doing, so I stopped. From there, I put myself in a bad position where my head was tucked in, and it allowed his left leg to go around my head. Before I knew it, his other leg came over and I was stuck in a triangle. One thing I noticed that I should have been aware of, and what I'm wanting to improve on, is controlling the legs. I could have easily grabbed the inside of his right leg, or on the inside of his right knee, and pinned it to the mats and to be able to escape his full guard. But I wasn't aware of that, and he was easily able to knock the other leg over the top and put me in a triangle position. And once it was on, I held off for a few seconds, but I knew it was on, it was game over. But in hindsight as well, I should have attempted to put my feet maybe into his armpits and pushed away or postured up. So there's things there that I would love to improve on. I cannot wait to get back on the mats. I'm taking today off as a bit of a recovery. I have fueled up again. I had pizza last night, which was amazing, by the way. I've got a massage booked in for today as well. But most of my soreness is actually coming from the motorbike ride. My shoulders are very sore from holding my backpack full of my gear. So I'm going for a massage in about an hour or so to loosen up again. And tomorrow morning, back on the mats. I would love to hear your feedback and what you think I can improve on, or what I did right as well. It's good to hear both of them. What I did right so I can recognize and did was correct, and what I did wrong and how I can improve. That sort of feedback really drives me. It's an opportunity to learn and improve and grow. It's so motivating for me. So I honestly cannot wait to get back on the mats tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and please give me a thumbs up. Help me build up my channel. Subscribe if you haven't done already. Comment below. I would love to hear some feedback. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Woo!